curatorial as well as artists. But how did the idea of personal structures, or did it influence you when you came to put this show together? And it looks like it was curated in a way that it's intentional, like that it goes together, but I know that each one of you has a very different practice from the other, and so what are we getting that it all looks like it's carefully selected and it's stunning, like from the street when you drive up? Like, talk about that. How y'all look brilliant.
So I loved when I heard that the ECC was doing personal structures, that's like their basic theme, because I'm looking at invisible systems and structures. And so I was like, well, that's perfect. So that definitely resonated with me. And then when it said beyond boundaries, because that was the particular theme for 2024, I was like, oh my gosh, that's even better, because that's what I'm thinking about, are these digital systems that just grow and continue, and they don't have boundaries. We can't control everything. And I'm looking at harmony and chaos. And so, I had started reading, I think in 2019, a book called The Jazz of Physics. And it's by a wonderful author who talks about how he was trying to get his dissertation in astrophysics. And because he was a jazz musician, he started using his jazz history to look at how to create a doctoral dissertation that was, because he kept getting stuck, and his professor said, go back to your jazz. And so he outlines all these wonderful miracles in the universe that occur because of harmony and how important they are. And then he also outlined what Coltrane was doing with all of his circle of fifths. So I've done a lot of work with harmony, music, jazz, and all of that, and I wanted to continue that theme. So I look at the numbers and the datas and the systems, but I'm also trying to look at what is that harmony and chaos that we all have to survive through when we are trying to get beyond the boundaries that we feel confined by, whether they're geopolitical or whatever they are, that we all have to somehow find a way to ride this wave that we're on. So I think that's what you'll see in my work. And at the same time, I wanted to do an installation, but I knew that because of things that I typically do, I don't know why, but I like to hang things from the ceiling. I don't know why. But so you'll see a couple of them in this show, but I thought I don't want to do that for personal structures because it's an old building. I just don't want to get into the chaos of all of that. So to try to do it on the wall, that was the first time that I had taken plexiglass, and I have it here as well, where I was using the data numbers and trying to create this digital cloud, because that's what's going on right now, is a lot of times that we're using data in that way. Even creatively, we're sharing through data systems. So that's what the work was. So there's a lot of things that are interwoven between my work of talking about, like, wait, I thought you were talking about jazz, but now you're talking about this, but now you're talking about, but to me, everything, that movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, I'm like, that's me. I get that, because that's a lot of my work is so dense like that, where I'm talking about so many different things, and to try to crystallize that into something that's a coherent visual is a challenge for me. But that's what the work's about. So that is where, I don't know if I answered your question, but
Yeah, you did.
okay, but that is, yeah.
If y'all didn't know, Sabre is brilliant science type, and she always blows me away.